Hey everybody, welcome to the TRB and Star Wars Newsnet YouTube channel. We're here to talk to you about the Prize of Skywalker, and we're going to give you the answers, the official answers of what happened in the Rise of Skywalker based on our quiz. I know you guys are waiting with bated breath because one of you is going home with this list of prizes. Lacey?
I feel like I should be Vanna White right now. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Use your microphone.
Yes.
Or that dude in
I
Double
forgot.
Dare.
I forgot the
remember Harvey?
I feel
from
like I
Double
should
Dare?
be Vanna White.
Yeah.
Anyway, prizes are a copy of Jedi Fallen Order from Star Wars Explained. Thank you, Alex and Molly. My understanding is that it's for either Xbox or PlayStation 4, but don't quote me on that. Next is a autographed photo from John Boyega.
Thank you, Lacey.
Ooh.
You're welcome. Next is a TRB Supreme Leader Kylo Ren t-shirt designed by James.
Thank you, me.
Thank you.
I have 3 of them. They're wonderful. Next is Rise of Skywalker Rey Funko Pop, which we got from Funko at New York Comic Con. Thank you, Funko. Next is a San Diego Comic Con exclusive.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. I'm just being nice because they gave it to us, so thank you. San Diego Comic Con exclusive Black Series Sith Trooper. It has extra weapons and cool drawers and stuff like that.
Thank you, person.
Thank you, person that gave it to us. Rise of Skywalker on Blu-ray when it comes out.
Thank you.
Booyah.
Thank you, Blu-ray.
Hard media. What do they call it?
Hard media.
Physical media. That's
Media
what
is
I meant to say.
hard.
And a Rise of Skywalker Millennium Falcon kit from Bandai, which was donated by Bluefin. So thank you, Bluefin.
Legitimately, thank you.
Yeah,
And-
actually, thank you.
And
Actual sponsor.
thank you, us.
Yes, for putting the
For
questions
putting it together. Yeah.
And thank you for
We're great.
putting in your votes.
Yeah.
You know, entering.
And good, even though it already happened, good luck to all of you.
Yeah. But we're not announcing the winner on this episode.
Right.
We will announce the winner later after we've tallied every person's vote. We're only doing our own to figure out who won between
And
the three of us.
to make sure that there's no... actually, I do feel confident that there's no discrepancies. These answers
There
are pretty
isn't.
clear cut, so no one's going to be able to argue. And if you do have a problem with how we decide the answers, that's too bad.
But we really appreciate you answering the
I'm just
Yeah.
being spicy. I'm sorry.
All right. First question was, will Rey kill Palpatine?
Yes.
Yes.
She did.
Great. Next is, will Kylo Ren use Force Lightning? Now, this actually, John and I argued a little bit about this one after our first viewing. I was right. Which was?
How did you think he used Force Lightning? Because he did not.
I literally forgot a lot of things that I saw. So
Oh, okay.
The part where she grabs the ship,
Side
he thought
note-
they both used
Side
Oh,
note,
gotcha.
when Kylo, rumble strips in the middle of the road, if you're right. Last night I hit one and I was just riding over it. It sounds exactly like Kylo Ren when he's using the Force. That. So listen back to that and then drive over a rumble strip and hold your
Adam
hand out.
drive?
You'll feel like you're using the Force.
That is a side note.
Yeah. Anyway,
Adam drive over the
So
rumble
the
strip?
answer is no. Kylo Ren did not.
did not.
He did not.
Next was, will we see a lightsaber ignited with a color other than blue or red?
We did. We saw gold
Yeah.
and green.
Right.
We did.
Gold or yellow. Yeah.
Yeah, that would.
Next, will Zori Bliss remove her helmet?
No.
She only raises the visor. She does not take the helmet off.
The helmet
Yeah.
never leaves.
So side note on that one, I said yes because I felt there had to be some sort of like physical, emotional connection between her and Poe, but they sideswiped me and they accomplished that by just popping her little visor open. And it works in the movie, but I'm like, dang it, that's exactly why I thought she would remove her helmet, but she never actually does.
Too bad, Spice Runner.
She
So I
did
not-
have
I got
good
no points
eyeliner,
on that
though.
one.
And her hair sticks out, which was kind of cute. Her little curly hair.
I felt like that was JJ doing a little nod to Felicity because
Probably.
he still feels
Oh.
bad that they made her cut her hair.
Yeah.
It was sticking out on the sides. It was
Right.
very cute. Will anyone but Rey and Kylo use a lightsaber?
The answer is yes. You have Leia and Luke.
Definitely did.
Next is, will the big 3, Luke, Leia, Han, appear on screen together?
Unfortunately, no.
Hashtag missed opportunities.
Oh. Man.
No.
Way to pour kerosene on the fire,
Yeah.
Lacey.
So
I
Harrison
would have liked to have seen it. I'm sorry.
Harrison
I said
returned
yes,
for the movie.
but not for what we
Mark
wanted.
Hamill obviously also had scenes, and then they were digitally, to however they did it, like inserting Leia. I guess they just wanted to use everything or couldn't figure out a way to make it make sense that all three would be there.
They got close because they went pretty much in order, like Leia, Han, Luke, like one after another in a sense, but they were never face to face.
Yep. So that is a no. They did not
Right,
appear
that
on
was a
screen
no.
together.
So this next question is for John. Will Matt Smith be in the movie and or listed in the credits? What?
That's my happy dance. Called it. Called it culture. He's not in the movie.
He's not in the movie.
He's not. I looked in the credits just to be like, is he a voice or something? He's not. He's not in the movie.
Did you like
I
my
wonder what
dance?
happened there. That was weird.
Oh.
That was very weird. Will there be a kiss?
Yes.
Definitely kisses. Yeah.
Not just a kiss. A Raylo kiss.
Right.
So we were unspecific with that one.
Because we thought that maybe someone would kiss someone on the head or...
and
Yeah.
there was a lesbian kiss.
There
Yeah.
was.
So
Between the lady from Last Jedi.
Yeah.
yeah.
I forget her name. Her
There
character
might
name.
also be others in there as well.
No,
like-
there were a couple others. Yeah.
So, but I think that they came out before the movie even came out to say yes, there's a kiss or representation on screen.
And Poe was trying, but he was getting denied hard.
That was really
Yeah.
cute, though.
Yeah.
I really liked that.
Well, the first one
they
where
came
he's
up
like,
with that themselves.
the first one though, when he's like, "Can I kiss you?" and she's like, "Get out of here," and he's like, "All right." And then later he does the whole look. That was
They
awesome.
came up with that.
Oh, they did. That's awesome.
I was
Oscar
listening-
admitted he was just told, hey, look at each other. And they came up with that little scene together, him and Carrie, where he's just like,
I
it
loved
does seem a little ad-libby.
they did
But
it. They ad-libbed
what's
it.
funny about that too is someone was like, and then he tried to get a kiss at the end of the movie, and somebody was like, "That was not a kiss. That was not a kiss nod." They were like, "That was a something else nod."
Oh, yeah, yeah, true.
We've now saved the world, so...
Yeah, Everybody celebrating tonight. What do you think?
Right.
I'd like to
That's
see
how
them
he was
have
born.
Oh.
That's in a weird
celebration.
way, but
Yeah.
yeah, like right after the Battle of Endor, like it was like a, hey, what's up?
Oh, yeah,
That was Poe.
yeah.
Nice.
Like the New Year's babies and that sort of thing.
Will Kylo Ren / Ben Solo die?
Bingo.
Twice.
I'm not okay with it.
Kylo Ren and Ben Solo both died.
Yeah, that character died twice.
Yeah.
Which he didn't die. He got stabbed
Right. But
and was rushed to the
metaphorically,
hospital.
even if you want to do the whole metaphor thing, because
Yeah,
people are like,
yeah.
well, metaphorically, Han Solo's like, Kylo Ren is dead.
Yeah.
And then there you go.
Okay. Next question. Will Hayden Christensen appear in the film?
Yes.
He did. He didn't appear
Yes, he did.
to physical, but
Don't
he shows
confuse
up
it.
in the movie.
Yes.
Yes.
He had 3 lines.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Will
was hired to add to this movie.
He took time away from
All right.
little Pizzeria 3. whatever
I wonder
movie.
if that's when he was at Galaxy's Edge in California, as he was in LA, recording those lines.
Could have, unless he was just in his house and they're like, "Can you record these lines for us and send them over?"
That might be possible.
Yeah.
Will Leia appear as a Force ghost?
Yes.
I put yes.
At the very end.
Will we see any of these planets? Tatooine, Naboo, Coruscant, Mustafar.
2 of them. Which ones?
We saw Mustafar, which we just learned at the beginning, and we saw Tatooine.
Right.
And we had Endor on there as
I'm
a
surprised we didn't have Bespin on here, but it was in there.
oh yeah. But we removed Endor when we saw that, the
Wicket.
Wicket thing. We're like, okay, so that's probably going to happen. Let's
Right.
go ahead and make it a little more tricky. Endor did show up, but it wasn't part of the question.
And for those of you who are like, "Wait, Mustafar didn't show up," the Visual Dictionary confirms that the planet they're flying through to get the Exegol, and where Kylo Ren was fighting, right? At
Where
the
he
beginning.
picks
Where
up
he
the
was
Wayfinder.
mowing people
where he
down.
gets the
Yeah.
the thing and he's like killing people at the very beginning was Mustafar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I guess in the exterior, when you think about it, does kind of look.
It
like
would
a
be
lava
interesting to go back and look at some of those shots where they're approaching planets too. Like you might be able to see Endor and the big Endor, like the big red Endor.
planet. Yeah,
Like Endor Prime,
also,
if you will, not one of the moons.
Did they clarify what planets they were light skipping through?
I don't think so.
It looked like
I mean,
Bespin with the...
Yeah, but either way,
that too. Yeah.
either way, this answer is a yes.
Yeah.
Will Dark Ray have any lines, John?
So annoying.
She did.
She totally did. I knew she would.
Not only did she
I
have lines,
demand a rewrite, a reshoot.
not only
do the
did she
movie.
have lines, but she Bilbo Baggins.
Yes, she did. That was kind of creepy.
Will Darth Plagueis be seen or mentioned by name? He was not.
He was not.
That was almost Snoke too when we put that in there. Like, will Snoke be referenced? It was kind of one of those things. Then we changed it.
That would have been a
believe,
yes,
to
a
Plagueis.
big yes.
Yeah. So
Snoke was talked about a lot, and we saw.
But the funny thing is, we did have
Snokes.
Snoke, I think, originally, and all of us were like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I would have said no and lost points.
I think because the idea behind that was incorporating more round out the 3 trilogies
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
It's weird too because there's a lot of like preserving life, moving this was my real plan kind of things, and yet Plagueis never was mentioned, even though he says a line from his famous Plagueis speech.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting, but he was not referenced.
No.
So
Nope. Big no.
But Snoke was in a test tube.
Yes.
Snokes. Multiple Snokes.
Mm-hmm.
Who will end up with the Millennium Falcon? Rey does, which I picked up on my second screening.
Yeah, I can't believe I missed that in my first screening. I was just so overwhelmed.
That it was Tatooine, yeah.
But, yeah, I thought it was going to be Poe for sure. I thought him and Chewie were going to be the new takeovers, but...
Oh, yeah. It's actually, will Snoke appear is like one of our possible questions. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll read those at the end.
Yeah,
what
we had
are
a list
other
of
questions?
possible questions, yeah.
So next was how many Force ghosts will appear. This was a bonus question, and we had numbers. So it was like 2, 3, 4, 5 plus.
Yeah, you had to be exactly right.
And the answer is 2.
2.
So,
Luke and Leia.
and none of us got that right. You can go back and watch my video, or maybe that was just for if you're a patron. But
Right.
But yeah, I went through all the answers to recap what we all said, and you guys both said over 5, and I said 3, so I was wrong.
And to
Because
clarify...
I thought Ben Solo would show up. That's where my 3 was.
Right. We're saying, even though we heard voices of dead Jedi, you had to physically see the manifestation of them. So only Luke and Leia count as seeing Force ghosts, just to clarify that answer.
Yes.
Okay, now we get into the other bonus questions, which were 3 points each. Who will have the first line of the film?
Yeah, it's Palpatine saying, lost. But I thought it was going to be some random First Order guy, but I was wrong.
I think I said Poe for mine. Which, if they started with the Poe flying,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would have been right. Or did Finn talk first?
Who talked first?
Who talked first?
I don't remember specifically, but on the second viewing, I was like really sitting there waiting. It's actually kind of funny. It's a long time before you get to that first line.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like 5 minutes before somebody says something.
Well, if it was, Finn or Poe would have been them at the Jarek table with Chewie. So whoever
Right.
spoke first of
Which
them.
I loved that scene.
What did you say?
I said Poe.
Oh, okay.
Next is who will say I have a bad feeling about this, which I loved the decision of who this was.
We all thought Finn, right?
We all said
yes,
Finn.
but
it was Lando.
Yes, Lando.
Which I loved. I loved that he said it.
Right. I do too.
Him saying it, I remember on the second viewing, I was like, this is one of those things where fans think they've got it all figured out, and then when you see it in the movie, you're like, you know what? That's better than what I said.
Yes, I agree.
It's like that's why people like J.J. Abrams and others are making this movie, because it's like they somehow are able to skip ahead and see that it should be Lando.
The reason I
know?
said Finn was because in TFA he goes, are we really doing this? Which is very close to
Yeah.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, and I think, we all felt that they would go with one of the new characters since they've been marketing all the new characters.
Right, because it was BB-8. And
Yeah, so this
Last
trilogy,
Jedi.
it was Han Solo, BB-8, which was subtle. People didn't pick up on.
it was weird. That was weird.
That was weird.
Nor should they have.
No,
There's
I
literally no way to know.
Ryan Johnson needed to explain it in a Q&A in order for people to understand
Yes.
that. And then Lando. So you go Han, BB-8, Lando for this trilogy.
And then last, who will have the last line of the film? Which I said the correct answer, which was Rey.
I also said
But
Rey.
John is the one that guessed that would happen.
So, it's funny. My pitch for episode 9, I said Rey would say, my name is Skywalker a year and a half ago, and I got that right. But now here I am. My love of bookending got the best of me. And I thought it would be 3PO because he had the first line ever in Star Wars.
Which I admitted in my recap.
You did.
That was a smart pick.
Because
And
I
that it could
thought
be.
that was a very JJ, like Larry Kasdan type of thing to do. And no, he didn't. And maybe for the best. But no, I was wrong. And because of that, I finished in last out of the three of us, so I'm not taking home all the prizes, nor would I have been eligible anyway. But if I had been, I would have been dead last, going home with nothing.
Way to spoil it. James, what are the scores?
So, John, at the end of it, you ended up with 22 points. And between John and Lacey won with 23 points. And between the three of us, I won with 25 points.
Which is, it's close, but I'm the winner today because I beat John.
Yes,
That's all that
Lacey is the
matters.
winner today.
No, I think, you know what? James always says, I hate doing these things, and I don't like Will of the Force because my predictions are cemented in time. But he just won the contest, so a little more clout there for you.
You won Last Jedi, right?
I think
I
I got
did.
last place
I won
on
Solo.
on Last Jedi and Solo.
But I won Solo, and then you won this one. So the next movie challenge
Breaks it.
breaks the tie.
Or we can just keep playing Who Are You, and I can keep winning that. I'm just kidding.
You're so sad
No.
that I beat you. Guess what? I know this movie better than you.
Yeah, you do.
I guessed it.
Guess what?
I'm better.
Guess what? For TLJ, though, we did a T-shirt bet, and I won 3 T-shirts out of the deal. We didn't do a bet on this one.
No bets.
Can we do pies?
James is having a heck of a weekend because we recorded the pie. I don't know if you guys watched the pie video yet, but we had that bet about the Kenobi series or movie being announced at Celebration. James won that bet. Me and Lacey lost, and he smashed pies in our face. So if you haven't yet, scroll down to that video and enjoy me and Lacey getting pummeled in the face with pies.
So,
We'll do the possible questions. Yeah.
so just for fun, this is our brainstorming document that we made. Here are the other questions that we could have used. How many planets will we see in the movie? And we realized that there's no way you're going to sit there and count them all. 'Cause we
Yeah,
can't.
and it would have been weird and discrepancy between, well, that's a moon, and it would have just been too difficult.
Will Palpatine talk about Snoke?
He did.
Were those both?
Yep. We
Okay.
had a lot of questions about Snoke.
Because, I mean, everybody
The other
did, right?
question was, will Snoke appear in the film?
Yeah.
Which I would have said definitely not, but then we saw 2 Snokes in a test tube.
Yeah, I think more. 3 even.
3 maybe,
Where
yeah.
there's smoke, there's fire.
Oh my god. The next
He's
question.
on Mustafar?
the next question was, is Lando's first appearance while on Pisana? Which it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
You said that, right? That was your idea?
I think my thing was...
I knew it was him when I saw
You know what's
him.
funny? I was right about that, but I was right for the wrong reasons. I thought Jana would be from Pisana, and she would track down the resistance
Right.
people and be like, "You got to go see our leader." And then
It would be
the leader
Lando.
would be under a mask and all
Right.
this, and he would reveal himself, and it would be, or he'd come out from a tent, and they'd do a reveal. One of those two, and I was like so close, but it wasn't in any relation to Jana.
So it's interesting.
Right.
You see Lando when he first appears. He's in a mask, right? And he's walking through the crowds.
With
he jumps
a
up.
cane.
No,
Come
but
on,
listen,
it's
when he's
not
jump-
that hard to pick out who that is.
When he's jumping up on the ship, I would bet you $10 that's not him.
Oh yeah.
No.
me too. Yeah,
None
for
of that
sure.
was him in that costume until they
Yes.
were inside the
And
ship.
then he took
Yeah,
the thing
yeah.
off. Because that's the thing is when I first saw it, I was like, that's definitely Lando. I leaned over and said, like, that's Lando. But
I
I
mean-
knew it wasn't because he was walking very quickly and jumped up into that ship. And I was like,
Right.
there's no way.
Right.
It's funny too. It's like maybe a little bit of a poor taste thing, but I thought about making the joke too when Chewbacca's like climbing down the mountain. I'm like, oh, so oh, now I'm blanking on his name. Who
Peter Mayhew.
Peter Mayhew. Yeah. Peter did this. It's like,
Right. No.
clearly no way that would have had to
Yeah.
been
No.
Jonas. Yeah.
The last question
Yeah.
we had was, will Luke use the Force outside of his appearance? Which he did. He lifted a ship.
Yep.
He finally did it.
He finally did it, and he had a big smile on his face.
Yes.
And they were
That
playing
was
Yoda's theme, which
That
Yes.
was
was
very cute.
good.
That was very good.
So those were our possible answers.
Yeah.
We, like I said before, we'll tally up the votes for everybody. We have a lot of scoring to do, a lot of grading.
Right.
And hopefully we'll come up with a winner, and we'll probably announce that winner on the actual show, not a special video
And
like this.
And if there's a tie on the main questions, those 3 bonus questions will decide the winner. So those will be a tiebreaker. So if someone got a couple of the bonus questions right,
Wait, if that's the case,
If
then you
that's
beat
the
me.
case,
really?
yeah, because
Yeah.
you guys didn't tie.
We didn't tie.
If those last
Oh,
3,
yeah, so I beat you.
No!
What a twist ending!
wow, those really are ties.
As soon
Wait.
as you said that, I was just like, as soon as you said that, I I was like, wait, no. Should I say something? Because now I feel like I'm cheating.
That puts
Woo!
that puts me down to 22.
Wait, what did John end up with?
So then me and John would have tied at 22, but I got the bonus.
Oh, so you got the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Imagine the whole time.
So you
you've been
legitimately
winning.
beat Lacey.
Yes!
Legitimately beat Lacey, but we tied.
Oh, I was winning.
It's kind of silly that the tiebreakers were pointed at 3 then, because
Yeah.
it really doesn't make that big of a difference. It could have been just
I
one.
won in my heart.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what a
Wow.
twist ending. Wow. So yeah,
As soon as you said that, I was like, oh no.
it like clicked something in my head. Yeah. So that's how it's gonna go down. If there were a tie, which we assume because there were so many entries that there might be, those bonus questions will be the tiebreakers.
We didn't even follow our own rules.
Yeah.
So thanks for submitting it. Anything else you guys want to say?
This happened.
Nope.
I went
still
from
won.
here to here in the course of 10 minutes.
That's like a Star Wars movie. Just a lot of peaks and valleys. You know, you just gotta go on the ride and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying it right now. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for submitting. Good luck to all of you. We'll get the scores out to you. Stay tuned for that result. And whoever the winner is, eventually, congratulations. See you around, kids.
Your attitude changed completely in this video.